Hello everyone. So I'm back at it. I just thought I'd come back with a little makeup tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is my eyebrows. I usually take the Morphe brow pencil thing. I think it's in brunette or Java. And I just start filling in my eyebrows with that. And I use the spoolie on the other end to brush out the harsh lines. And then I take that NYX, I think it's called the Lift and Snatch, like brow marker pen. It has a really fine little felt tip, and I go through my eyebrows with that, just make some hairline strokes. And then I take my NARS pot concealer and just go underneath my eyebrows to clean up that shape. And I use this little Morphe concealer brush. It's like literally tiny. And then I just take this fluffy concealer brush to blend that out. I think it's a lot better than using like my fingers or anything, and I like the way it's very seamless. And then to prime my eyes, I'm just using some concealer to make sure I cancel out all the tones and veins and stuff on my eyes. And I just use that same concealer brush that I used to blend out my concealer on my eyebrow. These are the palettes I'm going to be using today, and I am using the Morphe Makeup by Ariel brushes, and I'm just taking a light brown mid-tone color in a fluffy brush, just going in my crease with that, blending back and forth, taking my time. And then I'm just going to be going in with like a medium warm tone brown and pack that a little bit more on my outer V and start blending that in slowly and surely. I really like to take my time with this part. It is literally all about the blending for sure. And I just go back in with the first brush I used to make sure I'm really blending that out seamlessly. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That'd be going in ham. It's a lot of work. Then I'm taking a darker brown with a more compact brush, and I'm adding that again on the outside, and I'm going to be blending that into the crease colors as well. I think there was a point where I right here, I added a lot and I did not expect it to be that much, and it was before I had blended it out. I just wanted to make sure that color was really opaque and pigmented, so I just kept adding until it was how much I wanted it to be. And then I just start blending that out. I use the second blending brush to put that second mid-tone brown in my crease, and I'm just adding a little bit more, making sure everything's kind of symmetrical. And I was blending my little heart away, and I think this day I was just gonna go to the mall or something, but I wanted to be kind of extra, and I'm not mad at it. I do like the way it came out. So now I'm taking I think it's like a champagne color, and I'm putting that on my lid, and I'm using like a nice flat brush to make sure it's almost like a fake cut crease, because I can't really do cut creases the best, but this is my trick to get like a really clean line to make it look like you almost did one, basically. So I add that, and I'm going all the way to the edge of that dark brown color, and I make sure I'm blending all the edges out here seamlessly so everything's very cohesive. And I go in a little bit with that dark brown again to touch it up, and just making sure I'm cleaning everything, blending, never stop blending ever. Add a little bone color to my eyebrow to clean that up. That's always the trick if you're ever messy with your blending, is to put a brow bone color on, and it will clean up and even out your shape. Then I took a black eyeliner and put that on my upper lash line, and I'm just doing it messily because I'm just gonna smudge that out with some black eyeshadow and a flat brush, just give you that smoky kind of look. I really like the way this came out. I know I tugged on my eye. People be complaining, oh, you can't be doing that. Oh well, I do it. It's easier for me. And I added a little bit more glitter to my lid shade to make sure that's sparkly. Now I'm going in with my face, so I use the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and I'm just rubbing that in. I always double prime, so I always use a pore filling primer first, and then the second. Oh, I don't think I did it this day. But here I'm color correcting. I'm using this peach colored concealer from LA Girl, and I just use that concealer brush I've been working with to blend that out. I use it on my dark spots and underneath my eyes, and oh my god, color correcting is where it's at. It makes such a big difference. I literally love it. I don't think I could ever go back, and it just makes everything look so much better. Acne scars, dark under eyes, anything. I'm sure you could find a color corrector to work. And I decided to go with this NARS, I think it's the light reflecting foundation. And I'm using my Sephora foundation brush to put that on and blend it out. This was actually the first day I used it, so I wasn't really sure how the finish was going to be and everything like that. Obviously take it down to my neck. And then I use a sponge to tap that in to get rid of any lines or brush strokes. And I really like the way it came out. And then I go in with some tinted brow gel for my eyebrows. I think this is the e.l.f. one. And I use the color Brunette. And then I'm going to do my concealer. I use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And put that everywhere. And I also use a brush to blend in the foundation on the top of my eyebrows. Not really to clean it up, but just to blend it in more. And I'm just going to use a sponge to blend out my concealer. I love this concealer. It's really my favorite. I have it in like all the colors I possibly need for the whole year. And then I just take a loose powder and a velvet powder puff. I get these from Amazon. It'll be like a pack of 6 for like $8. And I just take a loose powder, set down my under eyes, wherever else I tend to crease, which is usually around my nose and my smile lines like everybody else on this planet. It sucks, but oh well. And then I just take another brush and some pressed face powder, and I just go in and set the rest of my foundation with that. And then I did go back in with underneath my eyes because I was going to do my lower lash line. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get any fallout, or is that what it's called? Yeah, fallout on my under eyes. And I just go in with a little smudgy brush and I blend that out. And I usually use the same colors that are on my crease. And I just take my time with that. And it kind of connects to what's on the top of the eye as well. And it gives my eyes more shape and like a lifted look. I don't really go too far into the inner corner because I don't want to close my eyes off. Oh, and this not foundation. This is the bronzer brush, or I use it for bronzer from that Morphe Ariel brush set. I literally love it. It's so fluffy and soft. It's great. And then I'm gonna go in with this Tarte palette for blush. I think it was during the holidays. I don't know if it was like only for that time, but I really do love it. It's great. And I'm just blending everything out, wiping away that excess powder. And now I'm setting my brows with the NYX the NYX brow glue, gel glue thing, brow stuff. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go in with some Essence mascara. Put those on put that on my lashes. And then I'm gonna go in with some falsies. I do like that Kiss lash glue liner. I usually use the clear one, and honestly I double up on my lash glue and those things do not move. I really like how I've been doing that lately, especially like if you're gonna cry or something, it don't be moving. And I usually use the Kiss brush on glue. I think it's like $4, $3-4 at Walmart. That's my ride or die. I could cry and nothing will happen, but these two together, it really lasts us all day. And then I first set with my e.l.f. micro setting mist, I want to say. It's the green one, and I put on some highlight. This was the Amrezy Anastasia highlight. Really like the way that looks. I think it ties everything together. And then I am going to use some lip liner. This is BFF2 from ColourPop. Hands down my favorite lip liner, perfect pinky brown color. I'm going to line my lips with that. And I usually do a concoction, just kind of go with the flow. And then I'm going to take this Maybelline Ink, I think that's what it's called, matte liquid lipstick, and I'm going to blend that out with a lip brush that I have. And those dry down really, really matte. And then I'll just be topping off my face with the Milani Make It Last.
No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. You ain't running, baby.